What's going on, guys? It's your boy Killer Cam reviewing the Royal Rumble 2016. And I hate when they do this. You see this? Spoiler cover. I know who wins the Rumble. But like I said, say I didn't order this. Say I didn't. Or did not know who won the Rumble. It's pretty blatantly obvious who wins the Rumble. It's Triple H. Rumble 2016 to me was an overall great show. And I'm going to get into that in just a minute on why it was a great show. I feel like 17 was a little bit better, but we'll get to that in the next episode. This show is a whole hell of a lot better than 2015, however, though. McMahon's come in the limo, talk about how tonight's going to be a great night. Whatever. They talk about how tonight is going to be a great night. First match of the night. Well, this event, first of all, took place on January 24, 2016 in Orlando, Florida. So, opening match of the night for the Intercontinental Championship, you had Dean Ambrose taking on Kevin Owens in a last man standing match. This match was hype, and I love this match. And we got a special guest joining us. I love this match. This match, to me, was absolutely fantastic. It was a last man standing match, so there's no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent to the count of 10 so that they cannot answer the 10 count. This was a 4.25 out of 5-star match. I loved this match. This was an awesome match where both guys put their body on the line. There was a decisive conclusion to it. Dean Ambrose retains the Intercontinental Championship. The final bump by Owens looked a little risky, but he was able to land safely. It sounded painful. So basically, the end of it, there was a pop-up powerbomb by Owens in the middle of the ring. Ambrose stumbled to his feet at 9, fell down again. Owens with a chair shot to the back. Owens folded open 4 chairs in the ring. He went to the top for a moonsault, but Ambrose got up, shoved Owens off. Owens did a backflip. It was huge. It was a massive pop from the crowd. For that, the referee counted Owens down. He would not move. Owens was down for the 10 count, and Ambrose won the match in about 20 minutes. You got to excuse him for trying to eat that. But yeah, I think Bentley liked the show a little bit too. He was watching it, making noise while the show was going on. You see, he's smiling about it. You know, he liked the show or whatever. So next up, we're going to talk about the New Day defending their tag team champions against the Usos. New Day has been one of my favorite tag teams since they established back in 2014. This one would have Big E and Kofi in it instead of Xavier would be on the outside. And I always thought that one worked the best when it was Big E and Kofi. But Big E and Kofi would take on the Usos. Usos would win this match. Big E would catch Jey Uso with a big ending, and New Day would win this match in about 11 minutes. I'm going to give this match 3 stars out of 5. It was the usual very good tag match for these two teams. They were very familiar with each other. Two teams that are still factions to this day. So that's very, very cool to see that both of these teams are still tag teams. I'm not sure. I was not sure who the New Day would feud with after this, but I thought for a while it would be Enzo and Cass, but I was wrong. You know, they would continue some of their feuds with the Usos, and yeah. The Wyatt family did a promo from the darkened room. Bray Wyatt said that they have slaughtered the beast and have chosen one. He said they will slaughter them all. He said that when the dust settles, he will truly have the whole world in his hands while holding his hands out as if he was going to be WWE Champion. Then he sang the song a bit. The apocalypse is here, according to Wyatt. Run, is what he said. Next up, we have Alberto Del Rio taking on Kalisto. Alberto Del Rio beat Kalisto for the title, and Kalisto would get his championship back on this night. There's nobody from the League of Nations with Del Rio. This match was very short. It was about 12 minutes. Kalisto went after a Salida del Sol. The top rope was exposed. Kalisto kicked him and sent him into the exposed turnbuckle, then hit him with that. This is almost 3 stars. 2 3/4. A good title match to put over Kalisto again. If this was the first U.S. title win for Kalisto, it would have been a huge moment. The problem is they had done 3 title changes in about 3 weeks going into this. It did not feel like a big deal because the title loses its value with all of the title changes. It literally went Alberto Calisto, Alberto Calisto. I mean, it literally just went back and forth, back and forth. There was a recap of the kickoff show, which I'll get into in a minute, in which Mark Henry and Jack Swagger won a 4-team tag team match to qualify for the Rumble. They would beat the Dudley Boys, Damian Sandow and Darren Young, and the Ascension. So Mark Henry and Jack Swagger would both qualify for the Rumble. They really would not do much for their appearance. Next up, the Divas Championship match between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. And looking back at this now, damn, what a history these 2 women have now. But going into this, they had history in NXT with Sasha and Bayley and a whole bunch of other stuff, but it was just fantastic to see, 2 phenomenal female athletes in Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch being able to have a good stage to kind of, just be able to have a good platform in the Rumble to really put a good match on. And, this was a very, very good match. I think it was, to me, the second best match of the night behind the Last Man Standing match. I'm going to give it 3 1/4. A really good match, full of action. There was a spot, though, where Ric Flair, if you watched it live, Ric Flair actually kissed Becky Lynch. And they edited it out of the network version now because, hello, he's a 60-year-old man. And he kind of, it was weird. It was a really good match, full of action and some awesome near finishes as well. I like the intensity of both women and the way they built it up. While I expected Charlotte to win, they did a good job of building up some good spots for Becky as well. The crowd really wanted her to win, and they were pissed off when Flair cost Lynch the match. The jacket spot was unique, that's for sure. I thought Flair was pretty hilarious outside the ring, and it gave Charlotte a lot of heel heat. Now we go on to the Royal Rumble WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. What a Rumble match. Number 3, check this out. Roman Reigns and Rusev, the 2 guys that ended the 2015 Rumble, start out in 2016. But number 3 is the debuting, phenomenal AJ Styles. And I got to tell you, watching this live, seeing AJ Styles, I went almost half crazy. I was like a little kid again. I could not believe that AJ Styles had finally, after all of this time, made it to WWE. It was just phenomenal to see him, and the fact that this was for the title made it even better. You had Tyler Breeze, Curtis Axel, who never entered the match. Wait. Oh, no, my fault. That was 2015. Axel was in this match 2016. I got those 2 mixed up. I'm sorry. Jericho came out at number 6 and lasted a pretty long time. Jericho was in there for quite a while, actually. I think he lasted the longest in this match. Ryback, Titus O'Neil. You'd have the whole Wyatt family. And then you'd have Roman Reigns get attacked and come back before number 29. Then you'd have the whole Wyatt family attack Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar would take out the Wyatts. He eliminated all of them, and then Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan all came back in and attacked Brock. And Brock would end up beating the Wyatt family at a Roadblock. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But hey, it was what it was. This Rumble match was not all that bad. And then number 30 in the match was none other than Triple H. And it was great to see Triple H. The final 6 guys in there were Reigns, Triple H, Wyatt, Ambrose, Ziggler, and Jericho. And there was Sheamus in there, so that was 7 actually. But Final four was Reigns, Sheamus, Ambrose, and Triple H. Sheamus got tossed out. Then Roman got tossed out, so we were guaranteed a new champion. I went crazy at that moment and was rooting for both Dean or Triple H. Triple H would win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. I got to give this Rumble 3.5 stars. It was a pretty good Rumble that was better than the last couple of years, so that's a positive at least. It was entertaining at times, but the ending did not excite me that much. I know a lot of people predicted that Triple H would be in it, and me personally, I kind of saw it coming. Other thoughts on the Rumble? The match was well booked. I thought there were some fun moments. The AJ debut was well done. Putting him in at number 3 was a great spot because he was in there for a good amount of time. And nobody really expected him to be in at number 3. I mean, I know I didn't, so it was quite a surprise. Overall, I'll give this event a 7.5 out of 10 for me. This was a very surprising show that was actually good. Going into it, I did not expect this show to be as good as what it was, but it turned out to be pretty good. So, a very good pay-per-view to open up the year in 2016 for WWE. It was one of the better last couple of Rumbles. While I didn't love the booking of the match, with Reigns being over for half of it, welcoming AJ Styles was exciting, and I was glad to see it moving forward. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review. We've only got 3 left in the review series. We've only got 3 left, and we will be talking about 2017 next. We're almost done with this. We're almost done with the Rumble review series. We've had 32 Rumbles down. We've got a couple down, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the 29th Rumble. So we will be talking about the 30th annual Royal Rumble in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy Killer Cam. Peace. I'm out.